show you how to do some different backgrounds. So today we're going to talk about texture backgrounds. So you're going to need a palette knife. I'm using the Speedball Modeling Paste Acrylic Polymer. I am using Tarcy Moreau's Textured Stencils. So that shows you what the pattern is like. Try not to get any glare. So there's two different stencils here. So I'm going to be using the large one today. I just took a canvas, I primed it in black. I just wanted you to be able to see this. Normally I would probably do this on a white background first, and then I could do my different faux finishes on the top. But for today I really wanted you to be able to see it, so I thought, you know what, I'll go with black. So what you're going to do is you are going to take your stencil and you're going to decide where you want it to sit on the surface. So I'm going to go about here. You're going to take some painter's tape and you are going to tape off the stencil like so. Then it's not going to move while you're applying your modeling paste. If you're afraid that you're going to go onto this stencil over here, then I would tape off just these tiny little dots that Tracy's had cut. Opening up the modeling paste, picking up on my palette knife. When you're doing this, I'll put this up here, you just want to apply a thin coat. It doesn't have to be really, really thick. Now I hope I did. I made a mistake. I bled underneath that stencil and that's going to show. So you don't always learn how to do things from me. You also learn how not to make a mistake. So you want to be very careful that you haven't lifted the stencil back up. Very thin coat. Take the excess off. So you saw how much I had on my palette knife when I started. That's all I needed. You don't want this thick, thick, thick. The thicker it is, the longer it's going to take to dry. You want to hold your stencil while you lift your tape, and you want to lift up very carefully. Now that's how it looks. This is where it bled under. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I might even take my palette knife and see if I can smooth that out, which I could. There. Go slow. When you go to wash this, I like to put it in a laundry tub flat. And then I wash it flat and I put it on a nice thick paper towel, terry cloth, and lay it flat to dry and pat it dry first and then just leave it there. You don't want these edges on this stencil to start curling up. So you'll be able to see on the back right here where it bled underneath. That's not what you want. You want all nice, clean, smooth edges. I'm going to set this off to the side. I'll show you more texture. So you take your palette knife and you are just going to come in here and you are going to crisscross. If you want to use a larger kind of knife, maybe like a putty knife, that works. Couldn't find mine, so you have to improvise. If you want this on thick, you can apply it whatever thickness you want. What you want is you want some ridges. You don't want to cover the whole thing. This is almost like giving you a Venetian plaster look. Easy, not difficult, really does a nice finish. Wouldn't recommend this for furniture, but for a wall piece on a piece of canvas would be gorgeous. Spin this, take that little clump off there. Remember, like I said, make some ridges and some valleys, because when you come back to do a wash on this, it'll be really pretty. And I will show you that on a different video. So that's showing you how to apply texture. Okay? Simple, easy, not difficult. Any kind of stencil will work. That's Sue Gait tuning out.